It's no secret that royal life is intense, especially for any non-royal joining the family. They have to quickly adapt to a new way of life, and sometimes they can butt heads. Any family has its drama, but for a family so public, it's pretty hard to hide. Although Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle should be sharing the sisterly love, things appear to be pretty icy between the two. But where did it all go so wrong? Let's take a deep dive into why this important royal relationship is so strained. Brotherly advice. Kate and Meghan's relationship may have been doomed from the start, as there was already some tension between their husbands that eventually spilled over. Both Prince William and Prince Harry have had their own issues, but it seems things started to fracture as early as when the Duke and Duchess of Sussex started dating. In a tell-all biography, Finding Freedom, William had a pretty stern warning that Harry was blindsided by lust. Going on, William reportedly stated that there didn't need to be a lightning-speed courtship. William was clearly already concerned about Meghan, as she was viewed as too much of an agitator. Meghan has always been very outspoken. At just 11 years old, she spoke out against a sexist TV ad for Ivory dish soap. She wrote to the company, who took her advice and changed the phrasing from "women are fighting greasy pots and pans." Meghan even went on to reference the incident during her speech at a UN Women's Conference in 2015. The royal family is known for being super discreet when it comes to most matters, and being so vocal, it was pretty clear that she was never going to fit the royal mold and cause a stir, and Prince William was always concerned. Early signs. Maybe the rift was always going to happen. If the brothers have drifted apart, it would make sense that Kate and Meghan would also do the same, as both would want to support their spouse, though there could have been issues between the duchesses earlier than we think. When Kate and Meghan first met in 2017, Meghan made sure to pay plenty of attention to Kate's children, which seemed to win her over initially. When Meghan became a royal, it's understandable that she looked to Kate for advice and support. Being part of the same family, attending events together, and even dwelling in Kensington Palace, Kate and Meghan should have been besties. However, Meghan felt rebuffed as royal life became difficult, whilst Kate may not have even noticed. Not only that, Kate and Meghan are entirely different characters. Whilst Kate is much more traditional, quiet, and tends to stick to the rules, Meghan isn't afraid to do things her own way. Trial by media. When Meghan Markle became part of the royal circle, she may have already been at a disadvantage. The public had already grown to love Kate Middleton, so there was a pretty high bar to live up to. Kate had already settled into her royal role as Duchess when Meghan entered as the outspoken American actress, which may have alienated the British public. It's fair to assume that Kate was always going to have an easier time. The media seemed to pit the two women against each other, and constant comparisons were made. They were both also painted in very different lights. Whilst Kate was presented as the fair and good hero of the plot, Meghan was villainized. Whilst Kate had fluff pieces written about her, full of compliments and praise, the same subjects were turned into something much more critical for Meghan. Even their avocado consumption was pitted against each other, as Meghan's ethical choices were slandered, and Kate was made to look much more wholesome. Prince Harry even went as far as suing the Mail on Sunday for the derogatory representations of his wife. Wedding woes. Arguably, the most famous fallout between the two duchesses came right before Meghan's wedding. In 2018, it was claimed that Meghan had made Kate cry during the dress fitting for Prince Charlotte. Apparently, the Duchess of Sussex was being quite demanding, and things got heated, resulting in the waterworks. However, Meghan has hit back at this claim. In her recent interview with Oprah, Meghan outlined that it was Kate that made her cry. The clapback was Meghan's way to set the record straight, and she was quick to defend Kate, stated that she apologized, and gave flowers as a peace offering. Meghan clearly appreciated the Duchess of Cambridge being accountable for her actions, with a gesture that is both mature and heartwarming.
She owned it, and she apologized, and she brought me flowers and a note apologizing. What was hard to get over was being blamed for something that not only I didn't do, but that happened to me, and the people who were part of our wedding going to our comms team and saying, "I know this didn't happen."
Although the pair seem to have made amends, Meghan admits that she found it hard to get over the story being flipped and making her the antagonist rather than the victim. If her side of the story is true, it might be something she holds onto for a long time, especially since she wasn't allowed to set the record straight when the story was published. Given that the royals like to keep their personal matters private, it wouldn't be entirely surprising that both Meghan and Kate would not be able to issue statements on the incident to clear things up. Nevertheless, Meghan took her chance to tell her side of the story during her interview with Oprah. The fallout from the Oprah interview. It's been pretty impossible to ignore the revelations made during Harry and Meghan's now infamous interview with Oprah Winfrey. Kate's reaction to the claims made by Meghan has certainly widened the drift between them. Initially after the interview, the royals seemed to refuse any sort of public comment. Instead, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge chose to repost a message from the royal family's official Twitter page, outlining the importance of friendship and unity on Commonwealth Day. Despite the silence, Kate was reportedly mortified after the interview that Meghan decided to spill the beans on the alleged crying incident. In Kate's mind, the matter had already been settled and left her in an awkward position given that she isn't in a position to respond to Meghan's claims. Given that Kate is very private about her personal life, it wouldn't be wrong to assume that having such intimate details publicized would have left her feeling embarrassed and betrayed. Accusations against the royal family affect everyone within that circle, making them extremely hurtful and difficult to recover from. Prince William was reportedly beyond livid with his brother, and the interview was the final straw. However, Harry and Meghan accepted that they would receive negative criticism once the interview was aired. This could have easily made the rift worse, as they don't seem to have any remorse for airing out the royal dirty laundry. Also, William and Kate's outrage is clear and could demonstrate that they can show emotion and speak up, but they never chose to do so for Meghan. Any hope that the two might have patched things up was soon dismissed, as the Duchess of Sussex made the cold feelings between herself and Kate pretty clear. When Meghan was shown a picture of her and Kate laughing during Wimbledon, she stated that nothing is what it looks like when referring to their relationship. That one had to sting, and just makes the public wonder what was actually behind their interactions. What happens now? According to sources, Kate and Meghan's relationship is improving. Apparently, they have been in touch a lot and are working on their relationship to help the royal family. Holding on to bad blood appears to be pointless for the duchesses and a total waste of energy. But what exactly brought the two together? Well, they might have to thank Meghan and Harry's daughter, Lilibet, for that. They have been supposedly texting each other since the newest royal arrival, with Kate even sending a gift. It seems that motherhood has bonded Kate and Meghan, especially since they might like all of the kids to meet their cousins across the pond. Meghan has usually stuck up for Kate, even as their relationship fractured. During the Oprah interview, Meghan made it clear that there was no need to pit herself and Kate against each other or show cruelty, stating, "If you love me, you don't have to hate her, and if you love her, you don't have to hate me." The fact that Meghan would still go out of her way to stick up for Kate, even after the claims, shows that there could be hope for reconciliation on the horizon. After all, the pair should be sticking together as women entering the royal family as outsiders. What do you think the reasons for Kate and Meghan's rocky relationship are? Will they make up, or will there be another interview that ruins everything again? Watch this space and make sure you hit that subscribe button.